right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Hakwadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect. All right, this is Lawyer from Great Millstone, Miami. All right, and as you see on the screen, another headline from weather.com. Okay, severe weather, multiple rounds of severe thunderstorms, including tornadoes to hit plains, Midwest, and South. Okay, all right. So, hey, there you have it. And again, as usual, everything on earth, including the weather, is moving to the tune of biblical prophecy. All right. I'm going to read a bit of this article. All right. And I'm going to hop right into the scriptures, man. This is the article again. It says multiple rounds of severe thunderstorms and heavy rain will hit parts of the plains, Midwest, and South well into the week ahead as a parade of disturbances continue to track into the central United States. Now, the thing is, okay, this article came out. Within the last 24 hours. Okay, that's when this article came out. I found this article um, today. All right, and one thing that really stood out to me was the fact that this is um, hitting the plains. Okay, and the Midwest and the South, man. And these regions of the United States are known for, farming and producing produce and food. Okay, all right. So you already know, man, that this is going to have an effect on the situation that's already at hand. This the food shortages that are going on. All right, the food scarcity. Okay, and the famine that's going on, man. Okay, so this is going to have an effect, man. All right, it's all coming together. It's all these different situations that are happening. Okay, the destruction of these food processing plants that are catching fire. Okay, the foreign wars. Okay, the sanctions. All right, the supply chain blockages. Okay, the hyperinflation. Okay, the gas prices going up. All of these things compiled together is making this situation, all right, with this famine worse, and it's all orchestrated by Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, it says at a glance, parts of the plains, Midwest, and South will see multiple waves of severe storms in the week ahead. Large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes are possible. Flash flooding will also be a threat because of heavy rainfall. Okay, now going back to the article, it says the storms this week could pack tornadoes, some possibly strong as well as destructive, straight line winds, large hail, and flash flooding. The first system, this active pattern, ignited several storms in the plains and Midwest Friday into Saturday. That was followed by another system packing severe weather in the southern plains Sunday into Monday. All right, now we're in Tuesday. This is Tuesday now. Okay, rain and thunderstorms from that second system are spreading across parts of the South and Ohio Valley right now. All right. It says make sure you have a plan in case of severe weather, including where you take shelter, have multiple ways of receiving National Weather Service watches and warnings, yada yada. Okay. It says severe weather forecast Wednesday and Wednesday night. Yet another disturbance will arrive in the plains on Wednesday. Large hail, damaging winds, and some tornadoes could occupy severe weather that flares up, particularly from northern and western Texas into Oklahoma. Supercell storms could spawn strong tornadoes and very large hail, especially in the dark red shaded area on the map below. The tornado potential will depend on if storms can remain separate from each other instead of becoming a larger cluster. Flash flooding from heavy rain is also a concern in Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, northwest Arkansas, and parts of Missouri. Okay, so you see, man, all of these all of these areas will be affected. Okay, and it just keeps going. All right, so this is going to be a problem for the coming week to come, man. All right, this week to come. So I'm definitely gonna be on the lookout and excited to see these things take place, man. All right, these headlines of severe weather, which um, there was another headline from End Times. I want to say it was End Times headlines. Okay, that said that basically was going into how there could be major weather catastrophes. Okay, coming to the United States, man. All right, So this is going to be a very, very, very wild and tumultuous summer, spring into summer. I perceive through the spirit. Okay, all right, this year. Okay, and we'll see what happens, man. All right, they just keep going into it, breaking down in this article, man. Okay, all right, but anyway, I just want to hop right into the scriptures, man, just to show that this is all of the Lord. All right, we are in the last days. This is Luke chapter 21, and verse 7, it says, "And they asked Yahushua, saying, Master," the disciples asked Yahushua, Master, when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass?" Okay, so the disciples are asking for signs that will take place in the last days, okay, to herald and signal that his return is nigh. Okay, and he said, "Take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them." So false prophets, okay, which that's amongst us that are in the know, we see that happening. Okay, whether it be amongst the circumcision, the uncircumcision, or the heathen, it's all over the place. Okay, all right. It says, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by and by," which we see wars and commotions happening all over the globe. "Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom," clearly. "And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." And that's really what I wanted to focus on. I mean, earthquakes in diverse places, famines, pestilences, clearly that's all taking place. All right, but it says, "And fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven." Okay, all right. So these weather catastrophes, man. Okay, whether it be the heavy rain or the heavy hailstorms, the flash flooding, the tornado, watches, and so on and so forth. Okay, all right. That's a fearful sign from heaven, especially considering what's going on as far as the food, man. Okay, the farming, the produce. Okay, I remember it was a few years ago. There was flash flooding in a certain region of the United States, and a lot of cows, okay, got drowned out because of the flooding. Okay, and oh yeah, that's what the headline was going into, man. All right, how these major catastrophes was going to affect food production. Okay, all right. Um, this is Nahum chapter 1, verse 3. It says, "The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet." Okay, all right. So when you see whirlwind, when you see a storm take place on the earth, okay, dark clouds, all right, tornadoes, hail, all right, flash flooding, that's all of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, that's all the Lord showing his might and his power. Isaiah 29:6, it says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and flame of devouring fire." Okay, so you expect more wildfires, expect more earthquakes, okay, expect more tumults in the earth, all right, and more storms and tempests. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 15, going down to um, verse 12. It says, "Egypt shall mourn," okay, all right, which modern day Egypt is Babylon, "and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail and with a fearful constellation." Okay, all right. So blasting, blast of what? Blast of wind, blast of hail. Okay, tornadoes, flash flooding. That's all blasting, man. And hail. So it says, "What their seed shall fail," man. They that till the ground. So the farmers, man, the husbandmen, they're gonna be sorrowful, man. All right, their way of life is being threatened. Okay, and it's coming to an end. Why? Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is plaguing the earth right now, man, and really plaguing Egypt, man. It's the Lord's really is letting it out on this place, and it's gonna get worse. Okay, it says their seed shall fail, so their crop yields are gonna fail. Why? Because of all um, these phenomena, if you will. Okay, these weather phenomena. All right, that's taking place, and it says, "And a fearful constellation," which that could you could liken that unto um, you know how would I say abnormal solar activity, because the scriptures tell you in Revelation the 16th chapter that the Lord would have one of the angels pour his vial upon the sun, okay, and it would scorch men with fervent heat, okay. All right, so it's gonna get hotter. The earth is gonna get hotter, man. And this summer, again through the spirit, I predicted this summer is gonna be a very, 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 very hot summer, man. Okay, so not only is gonna be, uh, you know, rain catastrophes, heavy rain, flash flooding, hail, tornadoes, thunderstorms, okay, blizzards when we go into winter. That's another thing, okay. All these different things, but the sun is gonna beam hotter, man. Okay, so that's going to cause droughts. There are droughts taking place in different parts of the earth, such as South America, man. Okay, Africa, man. People are going through it all over the globe, man. Okay, so it's coming. It's coming to Egypt, man. Babylon the Great, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, man. You people are about to feel it, man. Okay, and it's because you've been wicked before the Lord, man. Okay, where Second Ezra the 15th chapter goes into that. All right, but anyway, Sirach 39 and 29, it says, this is that's your part. I'll start at verse 26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water and fire, iron and salt, flour of wheat. Flour of wheat. Okay? Wheat comes from seeds. They plant it in the ground, farming, they produce wheat. Honey, okay, which there's an attack on the bees, man. All right, Esau is destroying the bees. Milk, okay, which comes from cattle, cows, goat, so on and so forth, man. All right, they're gonna be taken out by the Lord's vengeance and His plagues too, the same way it was in ancient Egypt. The Lord had hail mingled with fire, man. Okay, and mad cow disease. I want to say it was the murrain that infected all the cattle. Okay, all right, and they started dying. Okay, and the blood of the grape. Okay, and oil and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinner they are turned to evil, man. They are turned into evil. Okay? So when the Lord starts really judging this place, okay, these things that are chief for man's life are going to be turned into evil. Okay? Water. The Lord's going to start pouring out more, like it says in the article, man. Flash flooding. That's water. Fire. Wildfires, man. Okay? All right? People are not going to have food. Okay? You're going to start starving. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes, and the time of their destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts, and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Okay? So these weather disasters, man, these are all spirits created for vengeance. The Lord has angels. He has spirits out here, okay, that he tasked with the divine order to actually bring these disasters upon the earth, man. Okay, and a lot of people don't know that the Lord actually has angels that He tasked with bringing destruction, and you can read that in Second Samuel's, and you can read that in, I want to say, in First Chronicles. Okay, all right, when you deal with King David, all right, and he numbered Israel, and the Lord set a certain angel to bring a pestilence upon Israel. Okay, all right, in the book of Job, the Lord has pretty much sent Satan on Job, and Satan has, then next thing you know, fire falling out the sky, and a tornado blowing blowing one of his son's house down. Okay, all right, so yeah, okay, the Lord gets down like that. All right, for the wicked. Okay, so that's why a lot of you are gonna starve to death. Okay, because you're wicked, you keep coming up against the Lord and His word, and you keep thinking the Lord is a joke. All right, when the scriptures tell you God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And it breaks it down, man. And these people know that, man. These people know they wicked, man. They just really what this is. When you see people come against the scriptures and the righteousness of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, when you see them do that and they try to be all bold and loud and very, very, very ostentatious, okay, and obnoxious. When you see them doing that, really what it is that they're trying to convince themselves that they're not afraid of death, man. When all of them are afraid of death, man. Okay, they're really afraid in their mind. They're really afraid. Okay, and you can read accounts like that. Okay, when it was a Pharaoh, man. Okay, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, man. All right, he was afraid, man. The Egyptians were scared when they saw the Lord bringing those plagues on them, man. Okay, but the Lord hardened their hearts, so they gonna try to, put the tough face on and shit. Okay, all right, okay, and that's how it is, man. All right, the people who was coming up against Yahweh, they was afraid, man. The Romans would take them out of their position and stuff like that. Pilate was afraid, man. Okay, all right. His wife was afraid. Okay, Herod was afraid. That's why he tried to have Yahweh killed. Okay, when he was just a baby boy. Okay, all right. So don't even trip, man. Don't even all these people coming up against the truth. Okay, speaking against righteousness, speaking against the men of the Lord. Okay, which we're just the messengers. Don't even trip on these people, man. They're really deep down. They're afraid and they know they're gonna die, man. Okay, all right. This is second Ezra. I'm sorry, Sirach chapter 40, verse 9. It says, "Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, which these are calamities that are on the way. Calamities. Okay, you see that? Calamities, severe weather, multiple rounds of severe thunderstorms, including tornadoes, to hit plains, Midwest, and South. Okay, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. Yep, that's gonna lead to famine. That is tribulation, and that is a scourge. Okay, a beating from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. Period. Okay, so here we are in the last days, man. Judgment is going out. A call haloyim la Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Chakudash. Double honors to the elder apostles with great millstone salutations to the elect. Kwame Asherallah and the Bible Ball Shalom.